Howdy, my name is Oatmeal and this is our Let's Play of EU4 as the Grey Vassal of Japan. Daimyo? Daimyo? No, I said I wasn't going to try anymore. Where we left off, Japan has been constantly at war. As you can see, people don't control their original provinces hardly at all. And there have been some losers and some winners. The typical losers have actually been those who have taken the aggressive position. We have not declared a single war, and we are up 2 provinces. Both of them were taken in peace settlements with people who declared on us. And that is because of the alliance network in Japan. Defensive wars, much better than offensive wars. Now, this guy, Green Dot, did get declared on a lot because he expanded too quickly, declared another war, blah blah blah. The worst thing that can happen is that you become the target of a bunch of coalitions. And right now, we are currently the target of a coalition with yellow and green lines, but Green Lines is about to do something very dangerous, which is they're going to take a lot of provinces in this peace settlement. And we're deciding what to do about Teal. Teal has 2 provinces that we want. One that kind of is out of the way and, you know, whatever. And their other one is very profitable. This is actually their capital up here. So what we can do is they have no allies. They are not in a coalition against us. We could go and annex both of their properties, both of their provinces. And I don't think that will get Japan on our back. Japan is friendly. We'll take like a 70 hit. So we could go and improve relations with them. And I think we can do this. Now, the consequence of this is if Pink takes this province, which they have a claim on, maybe they will take. If Pink takes this province, then they might end up hating us because we'll share a C-zone with this province. The safe bet is to take just this province up here. We have a claim on it, so we can take it even though it's their capital. Take just this province up here, and leave this province. Now, this is the province that I really wanted, because it's much more profitable. However, I might not take it. I want to leave provinces close to Kyoto, because then I can move my capital. I want to remove people from the board, because then it's easier to, once they become Japan, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait for a little bit. Turn down my military expense. But we can't play the waiting game because Japan is going to start annexing. Vassals soon. They can start soon, and once they do that, then they're quite a bit more powerful. So I think our best bet is to go ahead and just take Teal off the map. That'll mean that there will still be 2, maybe 3, if Green stays alive, vassals that have a province adjacent to Kyoto. So I think our best bet is just go ahead and make the risk and declare on Teal. Now they're going to move all their troops up here, which we're more than fine with, because we will go ahead and take this province and then this province. Now, yellow is kind of problematic because they are allied with our big ally, but we have another good ally who's allied with these guys. But I think taking these 2, that'll put us at 8. That means we could take maybe 1 more. I think taking these 2, taking Teal out of the game, getting this valuable province, and then being prepared to go to war with Japan, that will be our game plan for the taking of Japan. Now, once you take Japan, I have very little knowledge of what will happen after that. Because, like I said, the patches and the difficulty level and everything makes our previous Japan Let's Play very outdated. My suspicion is that... Oh, you can see the mission right there. These guys just aren't on a mission. All these guys just aren't on missions. Okay. You can see that declaring war on Korea would probably be a bad idea. They may or may not be really close to the Ming, but if the Ming and Korea are allied, then they can just start declaring against the newly united Japan, because the current Japan has very low, if any, bad boy points. Me, after I'm done taking over Japan, will have a huge number of bad boy points. So, I can kind of think that they'll probably die on me. So that's gonna be a pain. I guess the best case scenario is Korea doesn't ally with the Ming. The Manchu have allied with Ming. Oh no, Tibet. They must be enemies with the Ming then. Because Tibet is enemies with the Ming. Yeah, so they're part of like the anti-Ming coalition. Cool. This could work out. I guess it's because the Manchu have a goal to take over these two provinces from the Ming. I don't know how that got to be Buddhist. It must have been controlled by the Khanate for a while. Something. Okay, so I can go ahead and dow on them now. Okay, here it goes. Here goes nothing. My allies will join. Now, the reason to do this is actually because it will increase their relationship with me. Yeah, and I should take them out pretty handedly, and then go and siege through this second province. Now, I don't know if you've ever done this, but you've spent your diplomatic points, or diplomatic power, right before... Oh, so see, they did take this province. I had very little doubt that they were going to, and now it's brown and pink down here. Now, brown and pink cannot declare war on each other while this war that I'm in is taking place. That's another reason to invite them, because they can't declare war on each other when they are in a war together. That's just how something like that works. Now, I was kind of hoping... Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to turn up my military maintenance, but it doesn't look like my allies are sending me their boats to blockade these. Maybe they are. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. Well, that's how I'll get the, that's how I'll get the blockade. We can see right here, it is blockaded. Otherwise, it would be -2. So. Oh, good. Now, we'll see what the bad boy calendar looks like. Japan is now hostile with us because we declared war. So that means that they might declare war on us. And we're just not in a position where we can buy enough mercenaries to fend them off. They're gonna have 12 plus 11 is 20, plus 9 or so over here, plus 3, maybe plus another 6. So that's 15 plus 3. Plus 22, that's 50, against our, gigantic 8. Not particularly intimidating. Okay, so this is where we would be able to buy this tech, but while we do need it to core this province, it is not what we're not gonna buy it quite yet. Reason being, we need some of these points to make the peace agreement. And for those of you who have those of you who have spent your points, your diplomatic power points, only to find that you needed a peace agreement, well... we will consider that. That is a possibility, but I want to have 100% war score before I decide to take just this province. It'll depend on aggressive expansion penalties. This one will make Japan really angry with us because it's adjacent to them. This one, on the other hand, will not have as big of an impact. So let's just see. If we take just this, Japan will hit us by 40, and if we take this, Japan will hit us by a lot more than 40. It'll be 54 for that province. I'm gonna go ahead and do full annexation. It's risky, but I think it's needed for us to... So we can't core this quite yet. We would need to get this tech. Not this tech, although I will pick up this tech. It gives me additional morale, and that's very good if I were to ever get into combat with, say, Japan that doesn't have it. So I can go ahead and core this. I don't think that Japan has the CB against us yet. Like I said, I think that that's at a higher number. I won't be taking any more. Oh wow, okay. These guys joined a coalition against us. Wow. They're pretty strong. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? We have 7. I see, we can take 2 more before we hit 10? I don't think we'll be taking anything. This is a really good situation, assuming that this province gets eaten by someone soon. The coalition against us is pretty big. I don't think we can afford to turn off the military. Turn off the military spending right now because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is really good. There's significantly less vassals on the board, and when we take over Japan, we can diplo-annex this guy, like, first. He does hate us, he will continue to hate us. These guys, not so much. Maybe we'll diplo-annex these guys first, and this one last. I don't really know exactly how I'll play it. But they do have adjacent provinces to Kyoto, which is the important bit. Because it'll be a while until I get explorers and everybody over there. So as long as I buy this tech, it was worth it to get that 5%. You'll see I have a 5% here that I paid for, 23 gold, I think. And I'm getting a neighborhood bonus, which is nice. So now I should be able to core this. Yep, I'm able to core it. And we're maxed out here. We're not maxed out here. And I really don't think I'm taking any more provinces before I go to war with Japan, for Japan. I'm hoping that Pink gets in a war with green or brown or something, because anything that removes the vassals' strength, anything that removes their troops, will... Or I even guess I hope that orange or green or one of these guys, yellow or green, declares on me, and then these troops will fight against these troops, and I'll hide. Yeah, I'll hide, because I could take out 22 with your 12 mercenaries and a better military score and a kick-ass general. I could take out 22, it's just, you know, everybody else. So we're gonna bide our time, we're gonna turn down our military cost a little bit, and hope that we get a gold rush. Oh, I think this is coring. I don't want to stand on the coring province. That could rebel. Otomo requests to come to their aid in the Otomo conquest of Bungo. This is a defensive war. Tomo and Yamamara. If it's the conquest of Bungo, that means that it's the conquest of their capital, so they only have two options. They can either completely annex, Brown, and if they do that, that's fine, I guess. Or they can take Bungo and this place, or they can take just Bungo. That's the only options, because Bungo is their capital, so they only have those two options. Now, if I joined in this defensive war, I would never be able to get any troops over here as my concern, because I don't have a navy that can beat their navy. So I'm gonna decline. Yeah, I'm gonna decline. They're still friendly with me, I think. But they're about to get just gobbled. Hopefully the gobbling takes place like what I thought it would. So yeah, so many troops just disappeared there from the board. And yellow went in on this war. See. So best case scenario is something really awkward, like yellow occupies this, gets this province, and makes a separate piece for this province, and then there's one less vassal on the board. Bunch of rebels. That's a bunch of rebels. So Japan's taking care of it. And I don't know, Japan lost the troop there, because they have the crossing penalty. Would have been a good time, I guess, to declare on Japan if I had all my mercenaries and stuff, but I don't, so. Refuse to join a war against us. Yeah, that's the thing. No reason to fabricate claims on anywhere, because my next goal is to take over Japan. So it's only about improving relations with people. Guess I could improve relations with Green. I don't have anything else to do with my diplomats. This is a pretty good ruler. My suspicion is that Pink will completely eat Brown here, which is fine for a little while, until Pink fabricates a claim on this province. And hopefully Yellow eats Purple, because then I'll have less. But Pink is effectively my enemy at this point. And I know it sounds a little weird, but yeah, they're my enemy, because they are a vassal of Japan. And unless Japan declares on them, at which point then I declare on Japan, like when all their troops are over here, or whatever, then that's just all there is to it. They're my enemy. They're my enemy. So I have a little bit of manpower. Should probably build some troops. Almost tempted to buy cavalry, but I'm gonna let this war, you know, yeah, I'm gonna let this war tick out before I buy all my. It's questionable. It's really questionable what I should do here. I could buy like a bunch of mercenaries and take out a huge number of loans. How much can I take out a loan for at this point? 10. That's almost a mercenary. I could take out a huge number. Oh yeah, definitely want to do that. Wanted to do that at 2. You always want to do that. Drats. I could. I wanted this to be gone before I became Japan, but it could be gone underneath my reign as Japan. It could get gone. It's just that if I dow on Japan right now, these 11 might be preoccupied. You know, it might just be time. Okay, let's see that there are. These guys are going to cost 16 each, so 10 would be like 160. And there's only 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple more of these troops. Build those, and then build the mercenaries, and then go on Japan. Okay, so somehow they got out of that war without getting gobbled. I don't know. Okay, so this is when I do it. Japan's troops are kind of, you know, split. There'll be 6 here. The 11 down here are going to be down there, at least. Okay, this is when I make the move. This is the biggest move in the game, I think. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much should I use? One. So as soon as the spaces fill, I guess as soon as space is free, I'm gonna buy them. Oh, it needs. Wow, there's 17 gold. Okay, I'll take out a loan. Okay, this is it, guys. This is the, gotta crank up military maintenance. I hope I didn't forget to do that. Okay. I had. it's gonna cost me a lot. Yeah, it's 3 loads per month. All underneath our high fire and shock general. The plan is to take out as many of these troops as possible. So, okay, we want to get there at the beginning of next month. 1 more day? Okay. So we're going to declare on the 1st. And we can declare with the war for the Emperor. 50% aggressive expansion, that's not bad. And we'll do it on the 1st, right? These guys get there on the 2nd. July is 31 days. We're at pretty full morale. That was because of the royal marriage. So we did it. We took them out before they were able to get back up. So I'm gonna slow everything down because this is the game, basically. This is like the beginning part of the game. And we have so many loans, like if this doesn't work, we're dead. Okay, we took those out. Now we want to take these out. 1 day, okay. Now we take these out, and we're not even gonna like worry about sieging these right now. We're just taking out troops. So I think they're building another troop right there. Okay. So now there's a bunch of troops down here. Oh wait, I can't. That's right, I can't. Okay. Also 11. Okay. We still have some manpower. It's important that you have some manpower for this attrition. You gotta wait a day to give orders after combat. Because if you didn't have manpower for the attrition, then what would happen is you would have to leave 1 additional troop in each province. 1 additional troop in each province in order to siege it, because you wouldn't... Yeah, see, my manpower is actually dropping, so... And I don't have any boats, like I can't siege this province. So. Wow, okay. I don't want to kill the I don't want to kill their troops if I don't have to. Because they're what's going to defend me when I get down on by Korea or Ming or whoever. I don't think the Ming has any claims on any Japanese provinces, but because I don't have any troops right now. I'm gonna lose the stability. I know it sounds weird, but if you get to too many loans, you can't get out of debt. I'm gonna go ahead and boost here. So as much as I hate this, I'm gonna make a general. Whatever. Make another general. Okay. This province down here is the rate limiting factor as far as when this war is over, and so I want the general to have some siege. And let's see. Okay, it's going slow. It's going slow. Good. Okay, we're down to 2 loans per month. Oh no, we just had some overlap from the last month. Sometimes it's still 3. We're gonna still have some manpower. And these dorks are still down here, like sieging away at these provinces, presumably. And this is the only problem province, but it could get gobbled. It could get gobbled while we're ruler of Japan. But as you can see, we've gobbled 3, and we've encouraged the gobbling of another and another. So if we manage to take Japan here, we are ahead, I believe. That looks dangerous. We are ahead of where we would have been if we hadn't been a vassal, if we'd chosen Japan. The only downside is we're gonna have just massive aggressive expansion as soon as they can start to feel our aggressive expansion. See now, before they felt nothing against us because whatever, we were a vassal, but now we're not a vassal anymore, and so they could down on us right now. We need this war to be over fast, because we need their troops to protect us. Pink's troops. Pink will be the first one I think that we annex. Be the only one that will like us enough to be annexed. So I was trying to get them all 3 to be at about the same. That's why I was here first. Then I put my general here, and then I put another general there. Pretty obviously that didn't work. I mean, these 2 are close, but this one is really far behind. And I can't take my ships out of port. So, the moment I take my ships out of port, I'll get into combat, and then all these ships will go there, and then they'll just die. So I can't blockade this. So they're still sieging right here, we can tell. Each time a siege die roll happens, there's a 0% chance of surrender, so they're still sieging there. Now there's a 14% chance. I just need to get lucky. What I need to have happen is that this doesn't happen. Before my 2 happens and I can unify all my troops in that other province. If I can unify all my other troops in the other province, then they might try to siege Kyoto while I'm sieging over here. Okay, I'm gonna go here first. Oh crap, there. Oh, I see, they're going here. Okay, that's fine. I'm out of manpower, which is why I put that extra troop down here, is because now the attrition isn't going to be, Three, 1, 11. What the balls? What? Oh, that was the worst possible scenario. These aren't even vassals, so luckily they're outside of the claim range of anyone but Korea, but oh man, that is so bad. I'm gonna get aggressive expansion. Okay. Tick, damn you. Get over there as fast as you can. Okay, this is good. Although, like I said, I didn't want to... Ideally, I didn't want to wipe out these troops. But it happened. That's bad, but it happened. Okay. Now, I can't let them get these provinces back, but I'm really far ahead. I have broken walls. How would I go about assaulting them? No, I don't want to assault yet. I want to wait for a positive percentage and then I can consider assaulting. What? Oh! That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Now I just have to wipe everyone out. Wow, that added so much debt. They had 0%. How'd they do it? They broke the walls and decided to... to assault, I guess. $27, maybe I'll catch him. 31, 3. These troops were gonna disappear. Okay, I'm taking him away to get the leader. And sending him back. That was beyond frustrating. These provinces are not vassals of Japan, so I can attack them with the casus belli that Japan gets to attack stray vassals. But, boy, that was brutally bad. I think it was just that the Pink wanted to get out of its war so that it could fight me. Only that it happened a little bit before, it would have saved me a stability. So they only have like 1,000 people guarding it. Okay, so we're in the walls. We're in the walls. One more siege tick and I'm assaulting. It's costing us so much this war. I don't even know if we'll be able to get out of it, out of the debt. Boom. Okay. So now I am Japan. However, this is the case. Korea, Manchu, Ming, everyone hates me, so let's slow down a little bit, take stock taking stock of the situation. We have, like, no troops. The troops that we have are all mercenaries. I can't even begin to describe how much I want to dismiss these mercenaries, but... Incorporate? That's them. So we can attack here and here, I believe. In coalition against Japan. Oh, how many people are in that coalition? Not them, so... Let's see here. Show my country. Coalition consists of... They're in a coalition against Japan? They're my vassal, they can't be in a coalition against me. I'll wait a month. They're threatening our rule over Japan. So 50%. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. And no one is allied with the Ming, so I'm not so afraid of these guys coming over here. Okay. Now I'm positive. Okay, good. I'm positive. Because I didn't take out too many loans. Ugh. I just... Ugh. Okay. So these should drop out of the coalition against me. I thought. Now I should have cores in all of these provinces, so let's just make sure of that. Yeah, terrible legitimacy. But it's been done. Japan has been formed under my control. Yeah, no overextension. Japan has been formed under my control. See, Hama, whatever, and these people, and all of these folks, they really don't like me. My hope is that Pink declares war on Brown and on Purple. But I don't know how they can be in a coalition against me and be my vassal. Whatever. As far as taking over the Ryukyu Islands, in the old patch, you used to get a quest for it. I don't believe you do anymore, but they're animists, so you definitely get it when you get to the end of the colonizer idea tree. You get a casus belli against them. Can't fabricate a claim, you don't share a C-zone, so getting a CB against them is a real pain. They have their own C-zone, shared with nothing else. But whatever. In coalition against Japan, coalition against Japan. Yeah, I don't really know. Gold Rush! It didn't happen in time for the war on Japan, but it did happen. It did happen. The inflation is really little that you get from that compared to the benefit of the gold. I'm gonna just go ahead and just go through repaying loans. I can always take them back out. Actually, I don't really know if it does you. Yeah, in remaining interest. Yeah. Repay, repay, repay. Gold Rush is the best. And you'll see that even though I got a Gold Rush, even if I had gotten that Gold Rush event before I conquered Japan, it wouldn't have been enough gold. In addition to all that gold that I saved, the Gold Rush would not have been enough. I have so many loans. So many loans. Okay, that's all I'm gonna pay back. In case I have to raise more mercenaries. In case Korea or the Manchu declare on me. Now, I don't think that they probably are, because they have a quest to conquer them, and they have a quest to conquer them. So I think they're probably more worried about each other, but that doesn't, you know. are still in the coalition against me, and it's been a full month. I didn't know that your vassals could enter a coalition against you. Well, oh, so the actual valuable one here is the administrative power, so I'll lose diplomatic power. The reason that you know it is that I'm already a tech up on that, and I'm gonna need this for coring and stuff. Yeah, when has Japan ever been this weak? 8 troops. Ooh, no manpower. That's why this would be the time to strike, but luckily they just don't have their shit together. There have been times when Korea's been allied with the Ming, and I was always kind of thinking that Korea would just declare on me and bring the Ming in, and then it would be a big kerfuffle. I'm gonna go ahead and improve relations over here. This is going to be the first one that I annex. That'll give me a small navy. I bet they're even beating me in this trade zone. No? Korea. What is it? Dominate trade in Japan. Yeah, that is actually a quest. I won't be able to do it until I annex these guys. So right before I annex these guys, I will take that quest. Because they have this. Really interested to see. Oh, I'll go ahead and turn up the speed. Really interested to see what will happen when I Dow on these guys, because I'm not their vassal. I have this special CB against them. I mean, they're not my vassal, so I have the special CB against them. Oh. Oh. My guy died. My guy died. It's a shame. His heir is young. This is not a good Regency Council. Heir is fine though, so... Okay, I'm gonna bump up stability a little bit. I don't want all that remote risks. Now there's no remote risk, and since there's no Japan to protect me from revolts anymore, I have to worry about stuff like that now. As you can see, this is significantly ahead of where you would be. Significantly ahead of where you would be if you had started out as Japan. I think, as long as I can take these two. And pink does something. So 50%, right? So only Korea gets angry. It looks like. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna core it. I wonder if I'll even be able to core this if I take it. I'm gonna wait a little while. I'm gonna wait until this is cool. No. Yeah, the only people in the coalition are... Because if I wanted to declare war... Oh, can't declare war in a Regency Council anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna wait a little while. Oh, Korea entered the military coalition against us. That means that these guys are safe for a little while. Best I can hope for is that, like, Brown declares war on them. I don't see why Brown hasn't declared war on them, and then Pink declares war on Brown. I guess if I leave them not at war for long enough, maybe they will do that. I'm gonna leave military funding at maximum for a while, because I have plenty of money. I'm gonna pick up another advisor, because that's what Japan has to do. None of those look that good. Production efficiency is not the worst. If you check, I probably have a small amount in production. Better relations over time might be useful in the future. And this... I could take the revolt risk one, I guess. But I'm gonna take this guy. He makes me just a small amount of money, that's valuable. And hope that there's even further consolidation. If green takes yellow, I think I get a CB against green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they'd have to take yellow and something else. But when I get the CB, then you can just in one war just take them over. Manchu has entered the military coalition against us. Yeah. Well, luckily I don't think Ming has any reason to. But they have big navies. Too big for me. Too big for my vassals even. So we will not be fighting a naval battle, it will be a land battle in Japan. Don't know when the last time someone invaded Japan was. I don't even think the US invaded Japan in World War II. I'm not positive, but I don't think so. So I'm just gonna butter up the Ming. Yeah. The Ming are the ones that have, like, enough troops to just wipe me out, so... Okay, I'm gonna turn up to speed 5. I know it's very frustrating. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because there's just nothing to do for a long period. I can't annex this guy for how long? I can't annex them until 1970, or 1470, so... we shall just be at high speed for a while. And I'm not declaring on these guys. I'm not going to declare on these guys for a long time because of the coalition. And I don't see why pink is not taking on brown. What, is brown allied with someone that I don't see? No, they're not allied. Oh, I see they have a truce. Okay. What to do with this gold? I can't build buildings yet, or I would definitely be doing that. I could get better advisors. I could start building some ships. Let's see, I want some barks. Maybe 2. And some galleys. Nice lot of galleys. So... And I'm building these ships up because I'm gonna need them eventually to fight against these guys, and I think that sooner rather than later, they don't cost a lot of maintenance. They're really small. The galley maintenance is really minimal. So I'm gonna run these guys down here, so that I can just highlight all the boats and move them. Oh, and I have a bunch of loans that need to get paid off, that's true. So that's gonna be a nice chunk of change. A royal marriage to them ended, so we need to make another royal marriage. Okay, so we now... We have a new heir who's not good, and who is probably... Oh, is 0? Wow, so he had a baby at 15? Not very good compared to this guy, so probably try to kill him off, but... Recover our manpower reserves. Well, I want to do that, but... Not gonna take it as a quest. And I'm not patrolling with these boats. You might notice that I'm not patrolling with them. Most of our money comes from trade. Not a whole lot. Not patrolling with them because at any point Korea or whatever might declare on me and then just take out my navy, so the gain from like the 2 light ships that I have, or the 3 maybe light ships that I have, is really small. Let's check my inflation. It's not quite at 2 yet. I should be almost out of loans. No, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Bought 1 too many boats. It's like 5 per month. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, so I'll suffer some more interest. So they left the coalition against us. Should not have done that. I'm still not gonna take them over. I have forever to take them over. Their province isn't that profitable, and I should not have done that, though. They will not royal marry us. Yeah, because they are hostile toward us. But as far as annexation goes, we'll still be able to annex them in 70 because, I mean, they'll be losing more hate of us than they will be gaining. So it's the other people who we're not going to be able to do that for, but I don't know. They're building up their troops. It kind of feels like maybe they are going to go attack someone. So I can't improve with the Ming anymore? Is that what it's telling me? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try over here. Leave a diplomat up. And after like that huge amount of tension of getting Japan, now it's, you know, sit around and wait a little while. But now the most important becomes administrative power, because that's what we need to be able to make colonies, and we need to get to Russia fast. Because if you remember in my Russia Let's Play, if you started as Moscow instead of Novgorod, you get a free settler, and they're going to be over here fast. In my last Japan Let's Play, they were over here fast. And I want to move my capital, so before I, you know, annex these guys, I have to move the capital. And I need 2 ranks in this, and then like at least 1 idea, so to start the colony. And that's okay. So Yamamara, right? These guys declared war on Yamamara. Okay, so they're at war with Yamamara. Okay, so that's fine. What? Okay, I need to pay attention now. I'll slow it down. They declared on me, thinking that Korea and Manchu would come save them. Interesting. They might. For all I know, they might. Not the best. Luckily the Ming is not in on this. Then they would have won. Probably. Go ahead and pick up a leader. I don't really know how this is gonna play out. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm gonna annex these guys. Like that's gonna be their penalty, is they get annexed. It's just these are both coastal provinces. I don't have a lot of troops, and if a bunch of troops just decide to land over here, then I guess it's the Ming fleet that's huge. I mean, Korea fleet, okay, whatever. Yeah, green is gonna take over purple here, and that'll mean one last Daimyo, so I can do Japan as united. You would never do Unite Japan, I don't think. But you would definitely want to do Japan as united. Yeah, yellow, boy, you how many transports? How many transports? 2 transports. Go ahead and speed it back up to 4. As long as I don't see a transport stack, I'm okay. You know, Ming has the big transport stack. Now, I think it was 70 that I said I could start annexing, so I don't mind about having some wars right now. I don't need a military engineer. Military engineer is defensiveness. The only one that I would want from a military that isn't the one that I have. He's a military engineer, so I already have him. Is the one that makes it cheaper to have troops. Okay. Pig just lost a bunch of ships. Those are supposed to be my ships, Pig. What do you think you're doing? What? How did I get that province? They should have got that province. And I can't make a separate piece for coalition members. Yeah, I can't. That's funny, I could get this in a separate, I could get this province in a peace agreement with yellow if I instead didn't get yellow, but this is going to be part of green probably. I mean, I like the province better than yellow's provinces, but this will be part of green, so I won't have to worry about it, I think. Well, boy, yellow's probably feeling really stupid right now. Probably like the South in the Civil War felt when they thought that Britain or whatever was going to come to their aid, and they didn't because... Why do I only have... rather few, Korea did land. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know, here. Pink is doing a good job. Pink is a good friend. Go Pink. Might even try to learn your name. Nope. Ouchi? But, oh. Oh, is this this is kind of got some transport ships 6, I think. Korea would just love to come and take some of these juicy provinces, but they can't because they're my vassals. I'm afraid of someone taking this one, but no one seems to have made a claim on it, even though Korea can technically make a claim on it. And it's important to keep buttering up the Ming, because, well, the Ming are the deciding factor on lives or dies. If they join the coalition against me, it's no good. But I am going to take all these provinces from them, I think. Both of these, I think I'm just going to take them both. We'll see. Yeah, they wouldn't win that assault. You have to have a 10-to-1 or better ratio to even think about assaulting. See, I can't cross this sea either. I can't cross this one, and I can't cross that one, so I can't get to this pair. Yeah, I don't really need the legitimacy right now, and so I'm gonna say no. There's like a quest to improve our prestige, but no. Wow, they might take this province. They are gonna take it. Wow. Okay. So now this sea is clear for some reason, and this one is about to get clear. But you can see that somehow I can offer full annexation. Somehow I can get full annexation, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it, even though I only have... They're still at war. Yeah, they're still at war with Green. Crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and core those. Now that shouldn't have pissed off the Ming too bad. Yeah, they didn't even feel it. No one even felt that. I don't think I got any really aggressive expansion for that. They have joined the military coalition. It's okay. You can be part of that coalition. Ruko has entered the military coalition against us. But not Ming. As long as it's not Ming. Sent us an insult. Yeah, you rotten scoundrels. I'm just hoping they get doubted on by someone else. I don't even want to deal with them. Now I'm gonna have to annex these guys. I'm just gonna have to annex them at some point. I don't even know how. I don't know how. It'll be a long time until I can annex them. But that's okay. I can wait. Because I need to... Even if it says 60 years, I'll still be ahead of schedule. And if they're the last ones that I'm annexing. And I can use them to move my capital. For example, I could move my capital to right here now. See? I could click and move my capital, but I'm gonna move it over here. I don't know if you ever played as Portugal, whatever, and noticed that Tangiers is on another continent than you, and is an overseas colony, and you're thinking to yourself, really? I can walk there. It's an overseas colony? Yeah, it is. Just like this is an overseas colony right here for me, and this is too. But if you're Russia, all of Asia is considered not overseas, because the rules are it's either in the same continent as you, and the lines are, you know, pretty reasonable, or you have a land access to your capital. So that means that if I move my capital up here, all of Europe is not considered overseas. And you might be thinking, well, what Europe are you going to take over? Well, the line for Europe is like right here in Siberia. It's stupid. There's like colonies that you could make right here that are considered Europe, and this is Asia. The line looks like something like that. So it's kind of important that you move your capital. I know it sounds weird, but... Okay, so they got it. That's cool. And now we just have to hope that these guys... Okay, so what we're gonna do now is send them a gift. No, we're just gonna improve relations. Don't really need a royal marriage, I don't think. I can. Okay. And then I'll annex them, like, starting May, or... Yeah. It's worth it. They have a lot of valuable provinces, namely these two. This one, not so much. These two are quite valuable. They produce China, or where, and they give me trade power, so the moment that I get them... So lucky that they chose these, like, impossible missions. And didn't that ally with the Ming and pull the Ming into weird wars with me. Now, do I have that crazy CB against these guys? No. The CB of, you're just too big. They could conceivably take out Pig, which would be annoying. But if they do, and they take all of Pink's provinces, I think they cross the threshold of 10. Yeah, 10. Exactly. So, no reason not to get this. I don't think... That's actually pretty good. I don't need a CB against them. So now I can build armories, I believe. They're worth it. I just don't know exactly when they're worth it. So they're not worth it right now, when the next tech is the big tech that gives me... Oh no, 2 techs from now is the big tech that gives me a new troop type. But they're worth it at some point. I just don't know when. gaining. We don't still have that quest to, Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. It'll happen, eventually. Probably before we're done annexing these guys, so that we can swap to being the rulers of this range. And... Good. Free advisor slot. How much taxes do we have? 3 point... no, it's not really worth it. Stability cost modifier guy's not the worst. I buy stability sometimes. You almost always want to have a 1 advisor if you can afford it, because they're so much cheaper, and it's the only way you're gonna get ahead in this game is to have good research. And it was what Japan had to do in real life. They just had to hire the best. Well, they hired the best admirals and naval trainers, but you know, whatever's your poison. Mine is to be peaceful. Theirs was something else entirely. Yeah, depending on the situation, I might be annexing these guys next. I don't mind getting a bunch of negative things that are going to decay at separate rates with these guys. So... okay. Peasants' wars suck. They happen, and they have no good consequences. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to buy both of them. This one's really good. Production efficiency by 10 for free. Yeah, it's really good. This one, I could imagine a situation where I might buy a dock. I know I'm going to be putting my boats here, or maybe here, and I might buy a dock there for repair rate. But mostly the reason to buy this is that you don't overgo on this. So I'm going to hold these until I'm at my cap of 1600. And once I'm at my cap of 1600, then I will spend it. But I'd much rather save as many as I can so that I can buy a bunch of ideas, because like in the previous Japan Let's Play, and I think that the best way for me at least to play Japan. Here we're going to lose the diplomatic power, because like I say, I kind of want to it's this one right here, because you have to get this in order to take anything, really. And the way to do it is you get this. My plan is to skip over Taiwan so I don't have any fights with the Ming. I'm immediately going to jump up as far north as I can and just try to get as much of this as possible, because this is rarely contested. It might be more profitable, but it's rarely contested. Which reminds me, I need some cogs. Maybe a couple cogs. That all being said, this is a great place for me to take a little break. I'm going to cut the video here. I'll be right back, and you can join me whenever you'd like to tune in.